just stay nice and straight. Find your center of balance on your feet. Make sure you always know that, right? And just take a quick scan your body, just really quickly, how it feels, right? See, like, are you able to still yourself? Are you fidgety? You know, how's your breathing? Those kind, just before you get started, because we're going to end this place, and I want you to see the difference. So look at how you feel now, and at the end of class, we'll go back in this exact position, and we'll see how we feel then. Just take a quick second to check. Very good. Now start from the top. So keep everything steady and just start to kind of move your neck a little bit. Don't move any other part of your body. Look around, look down, look up, look around, and just take note of, I don't know, where your neck feels like as you're turning, where the muscles, like I can turn to my right side quite nice, but when I go to my left side, it feels different. And when I look up, it feels great. When I look down, no, it feels good too, actually. Yeah, but yeah, maybe up is not as good. And then maybe a 45 degrees. So I can feel there's something on my left side for myself. Nothing wrong, but just something is not the same. It's not as smooth as the other side. And what I usually do is I find that spot where it's not smooth, and I stay just before it gets tight and just try to relax from that position and see if I can release that spot. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please just mute yourself. I don't know if I see some might still have it on. Just make sure, yeah. Okay, now the same thing with your shoulders, right? Start to kind of turn your shoulders, right? And just see, you know, where in the circle they feel, I don't know, I guess where they don't feel so good, I guess, something like that. And you might, like, your neck feel one side more relaxed than the other, or you know, I can feel my right side on this side, oddly enough, but just because I was carrying some stuff the other day, so I could feel that. Chest now, right? So stick out your chest, kind of bring it in. So you're kind of looking for kind of movement towards the chest area. If you need to put your hand, you can put your hand, not necessary, but you just want to see if you can move your chest a little bit, meaning that bone, right? If you think of the sternum, it's better, right? And try to think of pushing it out and then pushing it in. And then see if the chest will move kind of like, I don't know, like in a circle, pardon me, a little bit, like, yeah, around. Sometimes it helps if you imagine, okay, as you take a punch or something, like how it would go in a little bit, right? Yeah, and you can, if you can move, if the chest feels free, kind of try to move the chest area a little bit. Now your back, so your shoulder blades, kind of like the, you know, like you open your back, you close it, you kind of try to see if you can move the shoulder blades like you did your chest, right? Stomach now. So not your hips, but your stomach. So suck it in maybe at the beginning, kind of suck it in, then let it hang out, suck it in, let it hang out. And you just kind of do that, right? And the idea when you suck it in is to relax, don't tense up, kind of suck it in and then really relax to let it out, don't force it. And then slowly, like from the side, like from this side, and you just start to kind of see if you can, I guess, make your stomach do circles. Some people are better at this than others. Depends on their line of work, I guess. You know, you can even try like a wave if it's possible for you in the stomach. Like, I don't know if you can see it here. I don't want to lift up my shirt because it'll you know, it'll make it rated R video. From the side, from the other side. Kind of give your stomach a massage even a little bit just to kind of loosen it up. And try it a few times. This is a good one, to be honest with you. It's good to do this for the stomach. Awesome. Start to turn your hips. And again, like you were doing your neck, right? You're turning and you're trying to find, you know, where it feels, I don't know, not as smooth as the other parts, I guess. And play with the circle. Sometimes they can be very big. Other times they can be quite small, right? Keep the rest, especially when you're doing this. Keep an eye on your knees. Make sure your knees are loose, your shoulders, like the body is kind of like, it feels free to turn with the hips. It doesn't feel restricted. And then I like to add that figure eight movement. So you're like, you imagine like a figure eight or an infinity symbol. So you're kind of, you're not going in a circle, but you're going like two smaller circles on each side. I feel the whole body better with the infinity kind of movements. Yeah. It's like the way your body will move when you're pushed by two people, right? As compared to one person. Awesome, lift up your leg. So you're on one leg. You're kind of moving your foot around. And you can switch whenever you like. And again, try to be very mindful of this movement, right? Try to think about what you're doing and try to see where it's stiff, right? Like where the circle doesn't feel as smooth. You know, sometimes going forward changes it, sometimes going backwards changes it. But try to see where, when you make the circle, you don't feel, or it doesn't feel as smooth. Knees, put them together, so to kind of move them. And again, the circles you can vary, it's quite small or quite large. You can do each knee on its own. one feels different. For sure, for me, I can feel the knees that have been damaged. You can hear different sounds inside them, I guess. Okay, then ankles. I like to do the ankles and the wrists at the same time personally, but they should feel the same. But I've rolled on my right ankles before in the past, so I can feel that different than the other parts for sure. Good. Give your body a shake. So start to take a breath in. And when you take a breath in, it should pull you forward. And when you take a breath out, it should move you away somehow. So it just doesn't matter where you walk. The longer you breathe in, the longer you walk forward. The longer you breathe out, the longer you walk backwards. Right? And just keep doing that. Now switch, breathe out, walk forward. Breathe in, backwards. Remember, play with the length, right? The more you breathe in, the more you breathe out, the further you go, right? So if you breathe out, you go forward, try to breathe out a lot. Then maybe in, not so much. Play with the distance. Good, stay still, take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Out. In. Hold your breath and start to move with no breathing. Whenever, doesn't matter which way you go, whenever you can't breathe anymore, can't hold it, stop and breathe. And then continue, hold your breath and move. So when you're moving, you're holding your breath. When you stay still, you can recover. Now reverse, you stay still, you hold your breath, you move and you breathe. So stay still, hold as long as you can, and then recover by walking and breathing. Good, stay still, guys. So now close your eyes, just quickly close your eyes and take, I don't know, 3 steps forward. Good, then open your eyes, take 3 steps in any direction, okay? Now 3 steps is kind of safe. You generally know where you are in 3 steps. So your first 3 steps forward are with your eyes closed, and then your next 3 backwards are your eyes open. And then just keep changing. Go forward in direction 3 steps, stop, open your eyes, and go backwards in three steps. And just keep it simple. You just walking forward for 3 steps and walking backwards for 3 steps, but your eyes are open when you're going back. Come close, guys. Let me explain to you a little bit more about this. So backwards and forwards in this case should be the same, because when I'm going backwards, I'm not looking. So I don't see anything anyway. Even though my eyes are open, they're of absolutely no benefit. I'm walking backwards. I can't see behind me. And then when I go forward, my eyes are closed. I don't see in front of me either, right? So you have to try and make those things feel very similar. So you start off with something very easy, like 3 steps, because I know where 3 steps are going to take me. So I'm not worried. I have no fear of walking with my eyes closed right now, right? I'm really relaxed. So you're trying to say to yourself, I know what's in front and I kind of know what's behind me because I just walked 3 steps forward. That means 3 steps back must be okay. So try to take this feeling of this is the way you want to feel when your eyes are closed, when you're taking more than 3 steps. Okay, you need to understand this. So as I walk backwards, I pay attention to how relaxed I feel for 3 steps, or this time 4. And now I close my eyes and I try to make them feel the same. It wasn't exactly, there was a small difference. I didn't feel as relaxed going forward, maybe because I was close to the camera. So now you're going to try it with 4, maybe 5 steps. Okay. Try to make the backwards, eyes open, feel the same as 5 steps forward, eyes closed. And they're going to be close, but make them almost the same. Try it. Just try it. The forward eyes closed for 5 steps. Open your eyes backwards for 5 steps. Awesome. Stay nice and straight. Relax, nice and straight. So bring your fist out, right? Lots of attention on the fist. Bring it back through the elbow. So focus, fist coming out, elbow bring it back. And at the beginning, it's very clear. Part 1, part 2. Part 1, part 2. Part 1. So fist goes up, elbow comes back. Fist goes out, elbow comes back. Just like that. And what I want is to take those 2 movements and try and make them feel like one. So there's no stop at the fist and there's no stop at the elbow, but that they kind of keep going. Okay? And then if you get one, you try it with both hands, right? So it's very much like swimming. Fist goes out, elbow comes back. Remember, relax your shoulder, relax your body. There's no, you're trying to get rid of the nuance at the end and the nuance at the beginning. Like as the punch comes towards the target, it doesn't stop, but it continues. Awesome, guys. Watch me just for a quick second, right? So you see some of it. The biggest problem people have is they punch and then they hold it there, right? I want you to get rid of that for a second, okay? You ever seen kids read? The little boy went to this school and he saw his teacher. then he, like, you just see the end of the page, like where the line ended, and then he has to pause and then go to the next line. That's how little kids read. Then later, little boy went to school, their eyes go ahead and read. So they didn't stop. They can read without pauses, right? So when the punch comes, there's no pause. It's like it's a never ending. Yeah, I didn't stop. There's no stopping. It's like a swimming. There's no stopping, right? Don't worry about what it looks like. What it feels like is more important to me, right? Now, the other way you can try to imagine there's no bones in your hand. Try to imagine, soften the bones. Don't let the bones lock up, because if the bones lock, the muscles lock. Yeah, I just feel very free for you to, it's like swim punching, right? That's it. That's it. Okay, good. So look how you can find speed, okay? Because this is an interesting one. So I have a very steady pace, right? But now I'm gonna relax more at the end. I'm gonna relax more at the end. So look, I relax at the end. I didn't hit, I relax more, relax more. Now I'm gonna relax on the back more. So I'm training myself. If I want more speed, I relax. I didn't push, I relaxed. So at the beginning, I relax forward, relax forward, relax forward. And then later, relax back, relax back. So now it's not an even circle. It's more relaxation on one half, either the forward or the back. Try it. Because I'm relaxed, I go faster, not because I'm trying to go fast. I relax my arm and it goes faster, especially forward. And then I relax it back, relax it back. And relax it forward. Okay, guys, talk to me. How does it feel? I can see you working with stuff. Where's, do you feel that you can change the speed by relaxation, or it's just idea in your head? Do you feel it?
Yes, I feel it quite nice. Yeah, relaxation forward, relaxation back. Yeah.
So first, I'm looking for a constant circle. I'm looking for a constant circle, right? So the forward and backward are the exact same. Okay, they're the exact same. Now with my mind, I say, okay, faster at the beginning. So it's like it goes forward more relaxed, and it comes back. So it's a difference. And then later, I relax back. I relax back. I relax. Like, this is where you have to talk to yourself. Like, you have to have a conversation with yourself. Think about it. First, it's the same. Everything is equal. Forward and back are the same. And then later, I put more forward, more relaxation forward. And then later, more relaxation back, more relaxation back, more relaxation. So I want to relax more to get speed. And you have to talk to yourself. So try this again. I can't do this for you guys. You just have to have this conversation. That you in your mind are in control of what you're doing. So if you want to speed up, you speed up. If you don't, you don't. It's up to you completely, right? Do you need to catch a bus? Don't you need to catch a bus? It's what you need to do, right? Try it. just with the punches, forward, back, forward, like a circle. The body is relaxed, and you decide to add the nuance where you want it. For me, it's now forward, and then later it's back and back.
It feels like throwing a ball to me.
It can, or it can feel like a whip, or it can feel, but it's you don't say, for me to go fast, I have to try. I relax. This is really mind mapping, guys. You don't want to go hard, go home. You need to understand how to, if you want speed, you relax. That's it. Nothing wrong with speed, but it shouldn't be from fear. Fear is what we don't want. We don't want to react out of fear, right? We want to be able to, when I go fast, I go fast. If I don't, I don't. I'm not going to be scared though, right? Thomas, you have a question. George is watching.
I find the elbow a little trickier than the punch.
Yes, it can, for sure. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, the elbow. You know, when you're lying on your back and you drop the hands, remember when you're lying on the back, it's very much like you drop it. Like I drop the elbow towards me. I drop it towards me. Awesome, guys. Okay, let me throw another one at you, okay? Let me throw another at you. What? So watch. I'm good. So do you see me here? I'm straight, right? So you have to kind of, I mean, you can pick a line on the ground or something. But watch. I go on one side, I go on the other side. Watch again. I just don't want to be in the middle. I go on one side, I go on the other side. One side, other side. One side, other side. Yeah. So you're not in the middle, right? One side, other side. One side, other side. No, Alberto, watch me. Guys, watch me for a second. Just let me give you an analogy that'll help you. Imagine somebody kicking you right here. I avoid the kick, I punch the person. I avoid the kick, I punch the person. Okay? So it's like one way you avoid it, the other way you're hitting. So it's defense, offense. One side is defense, the other side is offense, but you don't stay straight. Awesome, guys. Put your hands together, like you keep them there, and start to kind of move your elbows, but just lightly hold your hands. Don't be tense. Just lightly touch your hands together, and just start to kind of work with your elbows. Right? It doesn't matter how you think. You don't have to think about fighting. Just think about how to work with your elbows. Right? It can be in any direction, left and right, forward, up to down, down to up, up to down, or down to up. It didn't matter. Huh? Okay, watch me for a second. Watch me. Tricky stuff. This, if you're thinking you're going to be lost, don't think, just feel. Both elbows now are the same. They're moving the same tempo. I keep them very equal. Even though I'm right-handed, my right hand is strong, better than my left in some ways. I'm trying to keep them equal. So whatever they do, I don't feel the difference. They work together. No matter what they do, like one stick. They feel like one stick, okay? So one shouldn't be faster or stronger. Try to feel the two hands or the two elbows become one big thing and start to move them, okay? Try it again, just for a minute. Don't let them, don't let one take control. Okay, that's better. Now, some of you are already copying me, which is good. So anytime you want to study kicks, but you don't want to kick. So anytime you want to say, I don't want to kick, but I want to still practice my legs, just lift. So when I start to kind of move, it's like I always lift, just lift it. I don't have to do anything, but I kind of lift one leg. And this way I kind of remind myself I have legs, and that tomorrow more easy to remember kicking, because you lifted your legs so you didn't forget about it. So as you're moving around, working with your two elbows as one elbow or one arm, you kind of lift your legs as well, or one leg. Not bad, guys, not bad. So see if you can do this now, not bad. So as I'm holding my two hands, right, and I feel them, I'm gonna start to open them, but keep them very close to each other. So they'll be kind of like this. As you can see, they're not touching. It's like I'm hiding something, but still the two elbows are connected. They still connect. In other words, I'm not holding, but they're not doing their own thing. They're still connected with each other. Yeah, and I'm lifting my leg too. And eventually what I want is my hands close to my body, like, kind of how we fight, but the two elbows still with each other. Yeah, they're still acting like twins, I guess. Okay, okay. Now watch me. This is the tricky part, okay? That you study how, without moving, I have my elbow, it gets to a spot, and my hand comes out. It just, nothing changes. Book. You show the elbow, and then the hand comes from somewhere completely different. Just watch me for a second. Watch me, just watch me, please. I know you're excited, right? You know, like a boxer, right? You see the boxer, he puts the jab, but it's nothing. The jab is just to make you do something. And the other hand is waiting. Your head goes here. Is it go there? Does it go down? And you getting information, and then you decide what to do. Okay, so this gives me information. The person went this way, buck. The person went that way, buck. The person ducked down, buck. The person lift up, buck. Like it's extension. Okay, it's very smooth, right? So you show the elbow, buck, the hand comes out. You show the elbow, buck, and there it's quite quick move. It's very good against like a knife, right? The knife comes up, buck, and you can hit the arm, right? But for now, study how to unfold the elbow. You show it, boom. You show it, boom. So as I'm moving, right, every once in a while, let the arm drop forward. Let it drop forward. Poop, buck. Poop, buck. Yeah, should be nice and easy, you know. So move the body, move the elbows, and then at 1 second you decide to let out the arm. Not all the time, once in a while. It's not all the time. Awesome, guys. Good, good. Really funny story. This is very practical work. But in my high school, it was quite common. The big guys would always come behind the small guys and grab them and lift them up, right? Because it's kind of like, I guess they want to show they're strong. So they need to pick you up to show you, you know. And then I saw one guy do something I'll never forget. He wasn't even a martial artist, but as soon as the guy grabbed him around here, right, he just hit the guy in the groin, right? Every time they did this, boom, right away, without even thinking, boom, he hit him in the groin, hard. Okay, you'd see the guy down. Nobody wanted to pick him up, and he learned, that guy. I don't know how. He was in high school before. He understood how to relax his arm this way, right away, boom, to hit the groin, right? So for you, you understand when the elbow comes, if the person moves away, you still have the extra, okay? Now, if you ever want to see this really play out, watch nunchucks, right? Because they put them together and they're short, but then they let them go and it unfolds and it's twice the distance, right? So you show somebody the elbow, fuck, right? Yeah, there you can see you can see Alberto back there with the nunchucks. So they took a stick, they cut it in half, and now that's essentially what your arm is. It's like a nunchuck. It can bend. It has an articulating middle. So instead of thinking it like a hammer, you can also think of it in two pieces. Okay, it can be two pieces. Please don't forget that. Okay, try to see this, you know, that your shoulder can go one way, your elbow, and then the hand can go the other way. That's what's so beautiful about a nunchuck. that it can go in many different directions. Yeah, there you go, Pierre. That's it. Yeah, that's it. But sometimes that's why the visualization is good to have. When I watch a weapon, I say, what weapon do we have on our body like that? That's the weapon we have. It's like a nunchuck. So when you watch, now don't hit yourself, because YouTube's full of footage of people hitting themselves with the nunchuck. So be careful how much, okay? Guys, we will continue this topic, okay? I promise you on Wednesday. Please join, because I want to show you this with the legs as well, how to do it. It's kind of like a little bit short, but unfortunately we have to cover the legs too. But just think of a nunchuck. So your homework, I guess, for the next couple of days is watch those two things, right? Like watch things that are connected, two pieces that are connected loosely that work together, like nunchucks is one example. There's lots of other things that can give you analogies, but your arm has that middle part right here, and there's benefits to it, right? You can have one direction and then change a direction, one direction and change a direction, right? Up but down, left but right, right? Or up and so you can also go both ways, long to short or short to long. So you have both. You have really a lot of ways to look at it. So play with your arms for now for a couple of days. Think about that visual, and then we'll continue with the legs on Wednesday and some more other stuff with the arms as well. Okay, that was awesome, guys. I'll post the video soon. Okay. Have a good Monday, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
for
very much.
joining, guys. I'll see
Have
you
a nice
soon.
day.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good work,
yeah.
guys. Good work.
Good day. Great day.
Thanks a lot. Have a good day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.